Hey Aries, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Tonight I'm going to be doing your last half of Love and Then Some for February. And it is like sliding in at the last minute. I know you guys, I'm so sorry. I appreciate your patience. New subscribers, come on in. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any content. And old subscribers, thank you so much for your support for this channel. I surely appreciate each and every one of you. So, cross watchers, I know you're there. Come on in. Aries, let's get you a good read. Aries, it looks like your darkest fear is vulnerability. You're afraid to open up to somebody because you're afraid of rejection. So you try to maintain control of situations at all times, but what you need to do is nurture a companion, a lover, instead of trying to control them because you're afraid they're going to see your deep darkies, okay? Got to be vulnerable at some point, Aries. Got to let that out. You need to use your intuition. Okay, use your intuition. You're scared of something. So instead of sharing what is most vulnerable inside of you, you are trying to detach from the situation and control so that you don't have to look vulnerable to somebody. But your partner is going to be listening to you, and they're going to see that you're making a dedicated effort in order to be vulnerable. So use your intuition. This is somebody you can trust, apparently. You do feel helpless and alone most of the time because you will not let those walls down, Aries. You need to work on clearing out that heart chakra. So let's see what the cards have to say. Release. Overall arching energy of the read. You need to release something that's within you and make yourself vulnerable. 3 for you, 3 for your partner, and 3 for the state of the relationship. Potentially, lines 1 and 2 can be reversed, y'all. Very center of your read, rest and reconsider. 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months for whatever these energies represent for you. Right off the bat, I see a whole lot of intuition needing to be used. I see that there needs to be communication. You have issues with communication, and you have issues with trying to be independent. You need to work on some root issues here, some foundations, but you do have a lot of love here. Okay, but at the center of your read, you need to consult with your higher self, the divine, God, Buddha, whoever it is that you subscribe to. Think about some things and understand, again, you're going to have to communicate and be vulnerable a little bit, Aries. Your partner needs to see that. It looks like you're trying to choose your battles. You're trying to use your intuition for your highest good. You're trying to gain clarity on a situation that you've been manifesting. Okay, you're trying to bring two things together. You're trying to reconcile with being the warrior and being vulnerable at the same time because, Aries, you're not used to that. You know, you charge right ahead and, you know, you're the ultimate soldier. But you're having to learn how to communicate instead of just getting and wanting and forcing your way on a situation. Either you or your partner looks like they want some communication from you. They want to have some intimacy with you. They want to come together with you, and they want to see what's underneath the surface. They want you to communicate that. Again, you have 2 4s, so you need to work on some foundations. So your partner may be going inside to try to figure out, you know, is this really worth it? Because this guy, like, just rams his way through stuff, or this girl. And it's all fire. And I need some communication. I need some vulnerability. And so they may be starting to try to detach from this situation because they're not seeing any softness from you. They're not seeing anything soft in you, Aries. You're going to have to soften up a little bit if you want to keep this partner and communicate. And you're trying here to understand, is this worth letting my guard down? Is this worth letting my guard down? Is this relationship worth it? It looks as though, you have an opportunity for a solid foundation in love. Okay, but, this is kind of all of a sudden for you. You're not used to this kind of relationship. You're ABCD, you do what you want, and if you can't get through it, you throw a little fire on it and usually opens up. But this person sees inside to who you really are, and they know that there's something more under the surface, Aries. They can see your vulnerability, and they want you to let that out. They want you to show that to them because they want to bond with you, Aries. You're going to have to learn to give and receive in this relationship. This could be a possible soulmate, Aries. But if you don't let those walls down, those, battlements down, this person's just going to say, hey, you know what? I've tried everything to break through these walls. I can't get through. Ground control to Major Tom here. I can't get through to you because you're not allowing me to see your vulnerability. And I need to see that because I know there's something more and I want to bond with you. It looks like you're really having a hard time deciding whether or not to let these walls down. You know that this is a stable opportunity for love and that's what you want. And see, here you are at night thinking, I know I need to let this down, but this is a way of life for me, and I'm having a really hard time being vulnerable in this situation. You want to believe, that you can give your heart freely. You want to be vulnerable with this person, but for some reason, maybe something's happened in your past that you haven't been able to be vulnerable because maybe something in the past, happened in love, which made you build up all these walls, Aries. Your partner's trying to manifest. They're trying to bring the two of you together in union. They're trying to bring the two souls together because they want to see your soul. They don't want to see the warrior. They want to see your heart. And, they are trying to bring that together, but they're starting to detach a little bit, Aries, because they don't feel like this is equal. There's equal give and take and communication and intimacy. And they need something more from you. So let's get a few clarifiers on it and see what they have to say. But again, your overall arching energy is release. You need to release that hardened exterior you've built around yourself and let someone in. Okay, 1 and 3 break down. You have 4. So you're going to have to release your independence. You're going to have to release past relationships that were bad and let that go, so that you can have this intimate connection with this person, and they want that. I don't think this person's going to be trying to reject you. Yeah, you want to charge forward here, Aries. You want to charge forward in victory. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Some of you can be. Could be dealing with earth. You could be dealing with water. Earth signs I see pretty heavy in here, but you're going to have to move forward with letting something go. Okay, you're just going to have to let something go. Okay, yeah, it looks like this is what you really want. What you really want is to be able to be soft with a lover. But, in the past, perhaps, or maybe currently, or your experiences have been conflict. Once you lay that sword down, you always got to pick it back up. Okay? There's some sort of conflict here within yourself. Okay, that you need to let go of. You want to plan for the future, but you feel like you're waiting for the right time, okay? But this is a 10. Together, it's a 10. So perhaps it's an earth sign you're dealing with, but this could very well be your sturdy, stable, financially secure, you know, something you can count on kind of future with this person, but you're going to have to stop the fighting. Yeah, it looks like you've called it already. You know, and you're really working toward trying to do that because you think this partner is the queen of all queens to you. And you want this, but you're afraid that this person's going to betray you. That's why you keep these walls up. Perhaps in the past you've had some issues with betrayal. This person looks like to me, though, they're trying to bring this together because this is what they want too. You're trying to bring it together. You're trying to reconcile both sides of yourself, your shadow self. You're trying to reconcile that because you want solid, steady future. You want equal give and take. You want to offer love. You're trying to make the decision to communicate that to your partner, that you're waiting for some clarity in the situation. You've gone in to decide whether or not this is what you truly want. Some of you can be dealing with Virgo and Taurus, okay? But you want to be a husband energy to this person, a life partner. Well, now we have the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, so you want a solid, committed marriage, perhaps, or a solid commitment with this person. But you're having to let go of some things, which is causing some blocks. Yeah, your partner wants this relationship to be deeper than just sex. They want passion, yes, but they want to get to know you more than just, you know, charging in, okay? They want to see into you, okay? Because they're in love with you. They know that you guys are lovers. They want to see more substance from you, Aries. So yeah, they think maybe the truth is that they're going to have to speak the truth to you and they're going to have to cut something out. They want to be a wife energy to you. They want to build a solid home with you. They want to offer big love. But perhaps, you know, and again, they want marriage from you, Aries. They want marriage, but you know, here's the thing at this point. We have 4 queens on the board, okay? So when you have more than 2 queens on the board, it usually represents deception. So it's either that there's another lady in the picture here that you're not letting go of, perhaps this earth sign or perhaps a water sign, an air sign that you're not letting go of, or maybe these represent bad relationships you've had in the past. Or they feel like you're deceiving them because you're not opening up and you're not making a solid commitment. Because you see how, even though this represents a couple, a marriage of sorts, you see how the queen has her back turned toward him because he wants to offer big love, but he's also holding back. She's not going to waste her time nurturing somebody who can't show their true feelings. So bear that in mind. This is either you or your partner. You know, switch the energies how they resonate with you. Your partner's trying to detach from this relationship because they feel like, you know, because you won't open up to them, maybe you have some deeper seated mental issues than what they expected. Or maybe you just seriously really can't let go of somebody or something. They feel like this is controlling and they've got to break free of this because what they want is to be, they want a husband. They want somebody grounded. They want somebody who's strong enough to show their vulnerabilities, meanwhile run a kingdom at the same time. It looks like you're going over and over this in your head. You're trying to find the courage. You know, you want to reconcile, but also what I see here is You're trying to keep your desires under wraps here because maybe perhaps there has been third-party situation in the past. Maybe that's why they have their back turned, because they're not going to waste any more time for you to overcompensate and for you to prove your worth through various partners. They want all of you, and they want to see the good parts and the bad parts, but they're not going to mess with you if you're messing with other people. And so you're really going over it in your head, you know, do you give to just one person, or do you keep, on, Aries? And if you keep on and you don't find your courage to make this solid commitment, this is going to blow up. This is Aries and Scorpio energy. Okay, you could be dealing with a Scorpio with an Aries moon, or you could have Scorpio in your chart somewhere. But your partner's about to change their focus, and it's going to be sudden, and they're going to be victorious in this. Also, in the same coin here, if you change your focus here, Aries, and you're able to let these things go that make you feel, super validated, I think that, and you give to this one person, and you let them see your vulnerability, and you let down the walls, you're going to be victorious as well. But if you keep up with this thing that you're doing, your partner's going to walk away because they don't feel like it's fair, and they don't feel like you're in alignment with your life goals. You see how this card represents the chakras? Okay, they don't feel like you're in alignment with each other, and that you're, your belief system and their belief system aren't matching up. It's not sitting with their soul. They're devoted to you, but, they're willing to walk away here because you're not seeing this gift from the universe up here, this cup you're being offered. And they're done with feeling victimized and guarded, because what they want in you is balance, and that's what you want too. The Wheel of Fortune, though, is giving you an opportunity if you take a leap of faith, Aries, okay, and you trust somebody, and you let somebody in to have a new start and to move this relationship forward. But you have to make the offer of love, because if you don't declare your love for this person, they are going to leave you. And it will be the end to a relationship because of stagnation. You're not enlightening yourself, and you're not enlightening your partner. So let's get a couple of oracles on it. Aries, basically what I see is that you're afraid to be vulnerable. And, when it's just sex, Aries, you don't have to be vulnerable. You don't have to show people what's truly in your heart, because you're not there. And I feel like if you let that person in, because they love you, it's clear you love them, that you'll be pleasantly surprised, but you're going to have to lay your wand down, okay? Yeah, you're going to be triumphant, but you have to have a little bit of hope and look and get away from your shadow self, Aries. Okay, you're going to have to find your higher purpose here. You need to take some time to rest so that you can communicate clearly. You're going to have to ground yourself because you're working in a state of independence. And here you are charging forward with your independence. But, what it's called here is for you to think about your foundation. And you're going to have to communicate clearly and remain grounded if you want a foundation. You can stand your ground, okay? Your partner is standing their ground because they know better, okay? They're using their intuition. They know that this is a divine pairing, but they're not willing to take your shit, okay? Twin flame soul relationships don't have to be codependent relationships while you run off and do whoever and whatever you want while that person continually exhibits unconditional love to you. That's taking advantage. You have to understand at some point there's nowhere else to run. This is a spiritual union, but your partner's becoming emotionally withdrawn because you are not honoring the spirituality. You are holding on to negative things in your solar plexus chakra. You need to do chakra alignment because you're not lining up and you're not vibrating at the same frequency with your partner. End of story. They love you. You have a wonderful opportunity here, Aries, or your partner, you know, however it resonates, to have a solid lifetime partnership here. But you got to quit being scared, okay? You got to let that person in. All right, you got to let them in, and you got to lay some things, put some things behind to move forward. You know, they say the definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing and expecting different results. Well, you've seen how you've been torn up in the past of a relationship by conducting it in the same way. Now you have an opportunity to take a step back, focus, and think about what I want for the rest of my life. You know, I may have to become a little bit vulnerable and let this person see that there's more than meets the eye. Okay, and allow them in my heart if I want to move forward with them. Clearly, they are a soulmate twin flame for you. Got to do the work. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Equal give and take, Aries. I love you. These are very important words. Yeah, so you're going to have to express this to your partner. Your partner's going to have to express this for you. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person deserving of all the wonderful things life has to offer. So release, let go, and move forward. Okay? Release, let go, and move forward. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Amen, sister. That's what I have to say about that. Okay, this is telling you need to take a step back. You need to consult yourself. You need to consult your divine guidance in order to understand that what's been working for you in the past doesn't work with this partner anymore, and you have a real opportunity for lifetime love here. Okay, think about how in the past this hasn't worked out. Green, heart chakra. Crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Well, if anybody can do that, it's you, Aries. But you have to open up your throat chakra, and you're going to have to communicate clearly. Overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Yes, you are, because you're releasing. You're going to be releasing and moving forward with the Chariot. But you got to open up a little bit, just a little bit. Let's see what the physical state of the relationship is. Bottom of the deck, there you are, Aries. You got to give up some control. You got to put some heart in it, okay? You've got to learn how to allow your partner to have control sometimes, and it's okay to allow that, because if you trust in them and you love them and you understand, because you're using your third eye chakra, that you can be vulnerable with this person and trust them because they love you and they have your best interest in mind, then I think, you know, you're going to be able to make this work. But you're going to have to give up a little bit of control, Aries. This is what your partner wants. Tender moments, Two of Cups. They know that you're lovers. They know you're meant to be together. You're going to have to be a little bit more tender. Your physical desires are just that. You want passion. You want passion too, okay? But your staying power is in question here, because if you stay too long, you're going to have to open up to somebody, and that's what you're afraid of. Your partner wants you to become enlightened about the fact that you got to open up your heart and that it's okay to release. Okay, you see how comfortable they are sitting there naked as jaybirds off in that forest? I mean, anybody could walk up. Do you think she cares? She doesn't care. She's like, whatever, I'm all in my glory and my nakedness. I don't care. Walk up on me. She wants you to let your guard down, Aries. Let your guard down. Enjoy the moment and connect with her or him. Yeah, the blocks between you is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so, you feel like you're moving in different directions. There's anxiety. There's all kinds of things leading up to the 10, which is betrayal. This is starting to feel like it's just carnal here because there's no love for the green. There's no commitment. There's no solidity here. Your partner knows you have the potential to provide those things. That's the block. Tenderness. Try a little tenderness. I balance my masculine and feminine sides. Bam! The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. Yeah, you're going to have to balance your masculine and feminine sides because you want to be the masculine energy all the time, and you want to forget that there's feminine energy inside you as well because you're a warrior. You got to be hard and tough. You know what I'm saying? It's like that song. I know this is a trendy song right now, but that Shallow song by Lady Gaga, don't you get tired of keeping it so hardcore? So, I mean, that's really what you need to focus on is letting your guard down, embracing your partner in love. And, you don't have to be a tough guy or tough gal all the time, Aries. Let them see your vulnerability because they're going to love you. Rebel deck card, and then we'll wrap it up, Aries. I know we've been talking a little too much about mushy stuff and vulnerability. Ugh. Right? I'm an Aries moon, so I totally understand. That's like a death sentence, the vulnerability word. What? I'm going to be vulnerable? I don't think so. I'm also Scorpio sun with an Aries moon, so imagine that. So I can understand that. But you know what? Give them the opportunity to love and protect you. Okay? Don't have to be so hardcore all the time, Aries. Lightning bolt. Figure shit out on your own, Aries. I mean, you're a pretty smart player here. Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. People who show their vulnerability. Make it rain. Get some sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Because you're tired because you have to keep those walls up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, don't your shoulders hurt? So, Aries, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in March. I do want to announce that I'm going to be changing up my program in a little bit. I'm now going to try for the month of March, okay? I'm going to do one monthly for the whole month, and then I'm going to do love and separation, and we'll see how that works out for my schedule for March. So I'll see you guys for your first half love and then some. March.